I am personally so excited for these two last books. Hello besties, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing great, and today I'm going to talk about all the anticipated releases that are coming out in the upcoming month of April. And the first book that I'm going to start with is a book that I already mentioned in my special edition books that you could buy right now without a subscription, the last episode that I posted, episode 9. And it is none other than the beautiful Song of the Six Realms by Judy Lin. This is a YA fantasy romance, and it is an Asian-inspired mythology. There is a Waterstones exclusive edition that has the most stunning stenciled edges. I'm going to mention it here too. I will link the video down below if you didn't check it out yet. It was a great fun video to film. This book is about a girl who works as a musician in a very esteemed entertainment house. And one day, after performing privately for a duke, he offers her to serve as a musician at his manor for 1 year, and he will set her free of her indenture. And she starts to discover that he's not what he says he is, and I'm going to stop there because I didn't want to continue to read all the synopses of this book. I just want to be surprised as usual. But I know that we have romance and we have gods and there is a magic system. So I'm so excited for this release. This is going to release on April 23rd. Next up, we have an Emily Henry book. It is called Funny Story. It's a contemporary romance, and it is a steamy forced proximity friends to lovers. It has the opposite attraction trope, and I think it's a roommate situation where our female protagonist becomes roommates with her ex-fiance's new fiance's ex-boyfriend, if I got that correctly, and they find themselves in a fake dating situation. That's not complicated at all. That should be fun. This is also coming out on April 23rd. The next up is the newest release by Abby Jimenez. It is called Just for the Summer. It's an adult contemporary romance, and in this book we follow Justin. He believes that he's cursed because every woman he dates goes to find their soulmate the second they break up with him. And now his story becomes famous because of a Reddit thread until the woman slides into his DMs with the same problem. So they come up with a plan. They will date each other and break up, so their curses will cancel each other's out, and they will both go on to find the love of their lives, and the story develops from there. People who received the arc of this book said that there is a good banter and humor, and this is going to release on April 2nd. Next up, we have a novella in the Powerless trilogy by Lauren Roberts. It is called Powerful. This novella is the book that you should read after the first book, Powerless. And I think it's about a side character in the story. I haven't read the first book yet, but I plan to. This is going to release on April 1st. This book got a lot of love and hype, and I really want to get on that too. The fifth book that I'm going to mention is the Reappearance of Rachel Price. This is the newest release. I'm so excited about this, by Holly Jackson. This is a young adult mystery thriller. It is a true crime mystery thriller about a girl determined to uncover the truth about her missing mother while filming a documentary on the unsolved case. I read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, not the whole trilogy, but the first book in that series, and I loved it so much. I really plan to finish that trilogy. There's something about her writing that is so addictive and that keeps you reading and try to solve the mystery along with the characters. So I'm so excited for this new release. And there are also Waterstones exclusive editions, 2 Waterstones exclusive editions to choose from for this book. And I don't know if they are still available, but go check them out. They are very beautiful. This is going to release on April 2nd. Next up is one of my most anticipated releases of this year by Leigh Bardugo, The Familiar. It's an adult standalone, and it's a historical fantasy set in the late 16th century in Madrid, and it is about a maid that uses small bits of magic to help her in her tasks until she gets discovered by her mistress, who will make her use her gifts to better the family's social position. We love Leigh Bardugo's writing here. I love it. So I'm so excited about all the twists and turns that are awaiting for me in this book. This is going to release on April 9th. Next up, we have the first book in the Sunken Archive series. It is called A Letter to the Luminous Tee. This is a cozy fantasy mystery, and it has been compared to Emily Wilde's, but underwater. And it has multiple POVs, and this sounds so good, but from what I'm seeing, this book is very polarizing. People either DNF this book or love it. So I think it's the kind of book that you need to read for yourself to decide if you like it or not, and this is going to release on April 25th. Next up, we have book 2 in the Talon series. It is called Wrath of the Talon. This is a sequel to The Last of the Talons. It's a YA fantasy and a Pied Piper retelling. It follows a teen assassin who ends up in a dreamlike world and is forced to either kill the emperor or lose her own life, and it has the enemies to lovers romance, and this is going to release on April 2nd. The next book is called Draw Down the Moon. This is the first book in a duology called Moonstruck. People who received the arc for this said that it reads more like a lower YA. It has a magical world, it has a YA romance with friends to lovers trope, and a magic school. And it is also a dual POV, which is always interesting. This is going to release on April 2nd. Next up, Dragonfruit. First of all, let's state the obvious here. This cover is absolutely gorgeous. This is a YA fantasy inspired by Pacific Island mythology with dragons. I'm so excited about this one. In this book, the egg of a sea dragon is called Dragonfruit, and it holds the power to undo a person's greatest sorrow. But of course, every wish comes with a price, and people who got the arc of this book are loving it, saying this was so original and different, and I really want to give this a shot. I'm in love with this cover overall, and the premise of the book is so original. This is going to release on April 9th. Next up is another release that I am here for. It is the first book in the Soulbound saga. It is called Dragon Rider. This cover is also to die for. It's a debut adult fantasy series, and in this book we have political intrigue, we have an underdog with an epic journey, kick-ass dragons, an amazing world building according to the reviews, and I am personally so excited for these two last books. This is going to release on April 2nd. And that was it for me today, book besties. That was the last book that I'm anticipating to release in the upcoming month of April. If you made it this far, leave me the dragon emoji. And if you like the video, you know what to do. Subscribe and join the community of book besties here. I would appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!